What's going on, y'all? So, welcome to my channel. And if you don't already know who I am, I'm Demetrius. I'm an Indianapolis-based interior designer and content creator. And if you aren't already following me on Instagram, go ahead and pause this video and check me out on Instagram. You can find me at Home with Savvy. At Home with Savvy is an online resource dedicated to inspiring you and giving you the tools you need to live a more elevated lifestyle. And this YouTube channel will essentially be an extension of everything that I do over on my Instagram account. So, from sharing all of my interior design projects to DIYs and just everyday tutorials, as well as those food and drink recipes. And in addition to all of those things, I'll be sharing my life here as a full-time content creator and full-time business owner. So last week I did a Q&A over on Instagram, just to kind of a get to know me Q&A that, kind of introduced myself for this first video. So we're going to be answering those questions. So let's dive right into it. And so before we dive into these questions, let me just tell y'all about this cocktail. So I'm having a golden sidecar, and I'll leave the link to my cocktail reel in the description box below. But make sure you try this because it is definitely my favorite spin on a sidecar cocktail. So check it out. It's really good. So the first question is, how do you get into home design? You're great at it. Well, first, thank you so much. And my path into interior design was, I would say, definitely non-traditional. And so I'm not formally trained. I'm self-taught 100%. And how I got into the industry, actually, I just woke up and started a business one day and kind of, just built the business along the way. And in addition to building the business, I kind of built my overall skill set and things of that nature. And the next question is, are you open to being on a podcast talking about your amazing craft? Actually, yes, I am. So if you have a podcast and definitely want to feature me, make sure you visit my website. It is at homewithsavvy.com, and make sure you fill out a contact form and we can definitely connect. The next question is, how long does it take for you to transform a space normally from beginning to end? So right now we're still in the middle of a pandemic, so shipping delays and lead times are at the, I would say, the longest it's ever been to my knowledge. So right now, for a just a regular project, I would definitely estimate about 4 to 6 months per project. Another question is, how'd you get so good at cooking and baking? So funny enough, I wasn't always good at cooking or baking. I'm still not like the best, still not perfect, still not the greatest thing walking, but I'm pretty decent, if I must say so. But I actually learned by trying a lot of recipes online, and I would try the recipe the first time, the next time around I would tweak it, and so on, and kind of use that as a I would definitely say I've used recipes as a guide, but not as a indicator of what type of dishes or what flavor profile I should be pursuing. So this question is, what's your favorite part of interior design? So my favorite part is definitely the styling. And I'm sure that certainly shines through my Instagram account because I do a lot of styling. Where are you from and where did you go to school? So I'm originally from Chicago, and where did I go to school? I guess that's sort of a vague question because high school, elementary school, college, but I did not go to college, and I went to high school. Well, I graduated from Julian on the south side of Chicago. It says, hey brother, have you decided on having children of your own? So funny enough, yes, I do plan on having children, but for right now, my nieces and nephews are more than enough. So the next question, what sparked your interest in interior design? So I think my love for beautiful things has led me to the interior design world. I don't think that I sort of sought out being an interior designer specifically. I've always loved beautiful things and have navigated my life knowing so. And with trying things, I've, kind of landed here as an interior designer. What's one element you want to implement in all of your projects? So one element that I like to incorporate in all of my projects are fresh flowers and plants, because they truly bring the heart into a space. No doubt about it. And hands down, flowers and plants would magically transform a space. So if you are not sure what to add to your space to make it better, plants and fresh flowers is definitely a low cost way to bring high impact to a space. So that's why it's always my favorite element to add to a design. So the question is, how young are you? So right now I am 29 years old and I will be 30 July 7th. So I'm telling y'all now, my birthday is July 7th. So make sure y'all show me some love on my birthday. And the next one, your sign. I'm a Cancer. So the next question is, if you weren't doing what you're doing right now, what would it be? I think I would definitely be a doctor. And I say a doctor because that was definitely my childhood dream profession. That was one of the things that, when everybody asks you, what you want to be? I always said a doctor, because you just want to impress people, I suppose. And at that time, it was like the doctor is the best it's going to get. But now, fast forward, I would definitely say I would still love to be a doctor, because I would truly love to make an impact in the medical world. All right, so the next question is, what have you learned about yourself since you essentially made a 360-degree turn with your life within the last year? So I will say what I've learned about myself is the fact that I am so resilient, because I will literally try every single thing until I get the result or the outcome I'm looking for. So this whole year, spending this time rebranding my business has taught me that I'm resilient, and I can get things done no matter what, no matter the excuse, no matter the obstacle or roadblock. So the next question is, do you have a small or a big family? So I actually have a big ass family, and my mother has 6 kids separate, and then my dad has 6 kids as well. So I'm somewhere lost in the middle. And the next thing, it's not a question. Well, she says it's not really a question. I just love your page and the way you make everything look so fancy. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoy everything that I share on my page, and I enjoy just sharing those things with you, because I want you to know that feeling fancy has nothing to do with money. It's more so about your ability to say, hey, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna treat myself well, or I'm gonna do something special for myself. So that's exactly why I share what I share on Instagram in the way that I do, because I want you to be inspired to start moving. So the next question is, how do you harness your creativity? And honestly, I do that by consistently being creative every day, just trying something, creating a piece of content, or getting up, shooting something, or trying something new, or even if it's learning a new edit for an Instagram reel, or just any little way that can propel my creativity forward, I kind of explore that on a daily basis. So that's how I'm able to consistently be creative. But that's not to say that I don't hit a wall and, kind of can't really be creative. So I struggle too. So actually, let's find one last question. So the last question is, are you single? The answer to that is no, I'm not single. I'm in a I would say a relationship, but yes, it's definitely been a while now. So I'm not single, and we cannot mingle. But with that being said, I guess we can wrap this video up. And if you've enjoyed this first video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tell your friends, because we new over here on YouTube and we trying to grow over here too. So make sure you tell everybody. And lastly, make sure you following me on Instagram. And if you aren't, my Instagram handle is @HomeWithSavvy. And until next time, you take care.